I'm Jay Cassens, the Director of Business Development for Daytona Beach International Airport. Today, we unfortunately had to announce that JetBlue is discontinuing service at the beginning of 2019. We're obviously very disappointed in JetBlue's decision. However, we understand that they needed to reallocate some of their resources to focus on their larger and focused cities. JetBlue did actually very well while they were here. Their load factors, as I've shown the News Journal, have been right in line with some of the other cities in Florida. However, it really comes down to the revenue and what kind of revenue they're generating from airfares. And it's not that they didn't make money here. They made money. They just felt that they could make more money somewhere else. For every $10 they're able to generate in more airfare, that equates to $1 million more for that aircraft at only one flight a day. So if they're able to generate a higher airfare somewhere else, they're going to move that aircraft and reallocate the resources. And at a smaller facility, there is a need to command more airfare, to command a higher airfare, because there's resources, there's expenses that have to be allocated towards, and when you have a large airport, you have significant volume. It's easier to spread out or allocate those costs. Where a smaller airport, you just don't have that kind of volume, so there is a need to charge higher airfares. And if you're not getting those airfares, then the flight won't be as successful as it needs to be.
Is there hope that we're going to get another airline offering New York service?
Yeah, absolutely. I think with the significant progress that we made with JetBlue and the fact that we pretty much created this market from scratch. It was only at 7 daily passengers each way. It grew over 1,500%, over 100 daily passengers each way, just in the local market. I think that itself, in the high load factors in the peak seasons in the spring and in the summer, will absolutely prove the case for more air service to New York in the future. Whether that be weekend service or seasonal service, there's absolutely a market here for it.
Is there any hope that JetBlue will eventually return?
That's our hope. We hope to someday facilitate the return of JetBlue. I think they wanted to bring in the smaller aircraft, the Embraer 190, which is a 100-seat aircraft, but the fuel cost and the efficiency of that aircraft going from Daytona Beach to New York, it just didn't make sense. It would end up being too expensive. So someday when they convert those Embraer 190s to the Airbus 220, they're significantly more fuel efficient, and they're a smaller aircraft, and that really is probably the key for serving this market, is having that smaller aircraft in a more fuel efficient aircraft.